My father would tell me stories. In the heart of the mountains lived a mystical race who desired only peace. I can hear him now. These mystics, he said, valued life and used gold only for their livelihoods. All creatures were accepted among them except the men who were born to stay away, bellicose and greedy.
Let me guess, they went anyway.
Aye, being bellicose they did. And being greedy, they went after the gold. Their mausoleums desecrated, the mystics cursed the humans, and hid themselves away. They remind me of Ceridian. God rest her.
It won't do. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
The spot has to be close. Not quite. This could be a good spot to cross. The spot can't be far.
Can I get to this one?
I have another in sight. Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Could this be what's drawing them out? Treasure has to be near. The mountains must be rich in ore. Looks a bit rickety.
It's built for a team. One man alone should be fine. Should be.
Won't budge.
A tangle of rope work blocks it up. You can't climb, but I can get us up there. The putter needs to line up. Not a pleasant way to die.
Was a pleasant way to die, is it?
Over here. Look. Almost there. The lift should be freed now.
These beams look fragile. Will they hold?
Would you rather climb?
If it were up to me, I wouldn't be here to begin with. Snow? Have we climbed higher or has the weather gotten colder?
The nightmare is at work. She's likely using the weather in New Eden to further isolate its people.
Then once the curse is lifted, the snow will disappear.
I think so. They're feeding off their own rage.
One less to worry about. Did you hear that?
Yes. Nearby.
Piss off! Time for me to shine. Myself. Oh, I hate those things.
Wasn't your first, won't be your last.
Aye, thank you.
Now would be a good time to speak a few words of power, just to be sure.
I summon you now! There's more of them.
You're wasting your time on this one.
Kiss for you.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Try this on for size. I feel something close.
You're not a bad fellow to have around, you know.
Did you dose, did you?
Don't get cocky. There's always more to learn. Key thing about a scourge?
A scourge is made of many spectres merged.
Not always. A harvester, for example, is a scourge born of a single spectre. A scourge will always seek a new physical body, often made of different materials. Very poor. Perhaps you'd prefer an easier question? On the nature of a ghost, perhaps?
Ghosts have ties, objects through which they're bound to someone living.
You are the opposite of Charles. Good at the practical, terrible at the academic. I hope it's enough.
Do you hear that?
Over here.
Oh, Vardy!
Did you see that?
Let's follow it. I think we've hit a nerve. Look to me. Watch out. Spectre possession. The spot has to be close. Up there.
This would do nicely if I wanted to put my legs up. Hold there! Wait!
Why leave me like this?
Here you are.
Good day. My name is Rebecca Hardgrave. How may I help you?
Are you the one who's attracting the wolves?
Wolves? What wolves? Who are you exactly?
I'm Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Do you know what that means?
Banishers? That means you can speak to the living on behalf of the dead.
That's part of it, yes. Why, do you have someone in mind?
Ferdinando Miller. My Fardy. Death parted us, but my love is strong. I came back for him. I love him so. But not once has he come to see me. I must know why.
There's no delicate way to ask this, I'm afraid. How did you die?
We left civilization in New Eden Town for the cold desert of Fort Jericho. The path was steep and rough, and we were greatly burdened. It was hell, but we walked through it together. As we walked, I fell into a daze. I remember little after that. A pain that grew, a great, uncontrollable tremor. Fatigue, a deathly fatigue. Fardy was at my side as ever. He held my hand, bade me sleep. When I opened my eyes, I was here, alone.
New Eden's a big place. Where can we find him?
We were on our way to Fort Jericho. We were to open a store together. It was to be a new beginning for us both. Together.
If you know where he is, why not just go there?
I've tried. At first I was able to visit him in the quiet as he slept. I'd watch over him. But now, something hinders me. I cannot reach him. I must know that he is well.
We have to go now.
Find him, please.
Get back up!
What are you thinking?
It's more of a feeling. Something's wrong.
She said he never visited. Why? Was it too painful? Or is it something else? A peaceful place, in different times.
Before the nightmare's influence, you mean?
Let's reach the fort, and a fire, and warm you up. I know. Trouble ahead. Spectres are attacking the fort.
See no ground. Take them down. Hold fire. That fellow's not dead.
Not the sound of a corpse dropping his gun.
Fire.
Piss off!
It's about to shoot.
Hold there. None in, none out. Not living nor dead.
Name's Red McCraith. I'm obviously a banisher. Open the door there. I've business within.
Your business is, if you'll excuse my articulating the evident, not my business. I have my orders. You can't come in.
I hear you, friend. What's your name?
Name's Andrew White. And you seem a pleasant fellow. I like a Scot, me, but standing here, I'm on duty. And when I'm on duty, I'm not your friend. Listen, mate, folk in here have problems enough, and I can't be disobeying orders. Either priests or Pennington would have my guts, and I fancy neither.
Bennington knows me. He'll know I can help.
I'm sure he does. But put one dead man down, and 3 come back next day. Round here, sweet victory fast turns bitter. Bottom line is, the captain is indisposed, and I'll not add your complications to the pile. Now, you want to lend a hand? Mrs. Priest and her party are overdue. You can't miss the outpost. It looks out across the valley. If you could find her, and make sure she doesn't die, you'd surely gain her favor. And favor, as they say.
Get in a fight and find your boss and dig her out of whatever hole she's in.
They have Spectre troubles. Let's first clear the nearby nest to relieve the fort.
Right. I'll likely be...
Find our friends back.
I'll try.
This is pointless.
Death knocks at their gates. No wonder they won't open.
They don't have a choice. Another attack may overrun them.
More coming.
Come and get your breakfast, boys.
Make it yield.
Ending spectres. The fort will run out of powder.
These pests don't spring from nowhere.
Stuck.
Looks like you're walking.
Looks like...
Think you could take on a ghost?
We Highland Kiss, warriors.
That's it. That's the place. Fill in the hole. Bury them all.
I should buy the fort a little time.
Let's hope it's not too late for the famous Mrs. Priest. I wonder how many there are in the fort.
Fewer by the day, I'll wager. Still, better to be inside than out.
This isn't over yet. The mountain is awash with specters.
Did the foraging party really come this way?
That would explain why they haven't returned.
Something's concealed.
Help us, please. We have a survivor. Come.
I suppose we should follow.
He said survivor. Let's hurry.
This one's not been dead long.
Let's hope he stays that way.
There might be a way to open this door from the other side. They never learn, do they? Move it!
My bolt is shot!
Behind you! Get back up!
I'm fine. A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
It is rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
"7 years. Why come back now?"
It did not feel like 7 years. Suddenly, I felt her pain calling to me.
Divine intervention or otherwise, all that matters is that my dear Sebastian is back. Now, when I need him most.
Andrew White sent us. He thought you might be in trouble. Plainly, you needed your guardian angel.
We needed more than one. Thanks to you, we'll resupply the camp.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort.
How so?
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the mines, walled them up. They were dark times. Hard times. None knew what the morrow would bring. We all lost much. Too much. As second in command, Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. He died a hero. And now the Forsaken are rising.
Who would blame me? I watched them die. Soldiers and mine.
Captain Pennington has much.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are.
We should get back to...
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it. Shall we?
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
The path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
That's a relief. Follow me.
Wait! Open the gates!
Priest? What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find it?
He hides in his office. I'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap? God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Owen to bring it back.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McCraith, a Banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at home.
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, to Abigail. I count myself lucky.
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? She's a fine. I'll not say a word against her. No.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good, it... How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you, Holt. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow knack, a selfish shrew.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sath.
Mr. Sather remains to be seen.
Red McCrick.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk.
Little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble. I believe John was down the flooded man.
Huh?
You say that, and I
must.
And I feel.
No Ferdinando here.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb?
A comb. Very fun.
Oh, please get the.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir.
I must take my leave.
Thank you.
Good day to you, John.
McRae.
Thank you for your time, John.
Look.
Mr. McRae.
You light the place up like... You seem a...
We see precious few new faces around.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm from Boston. At the...
What you do?
I'm the shop. I came... It took me on when I was just a boy. Take it.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out. No hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McGrath, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McGrath. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough, when our defences crumble at the last.
How do things stand, Cap?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins. The clock of our extinction ticks. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little...
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs. We hold to the last. We resist till retribution
Well, that's something worth...
I fail to see the appeal.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you and the time you bought it.
Permission to take...
And if I...
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll...
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful spectres.
shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the...
I do not disagree, but the captain need...
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Anthea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so.
And while we deal with the hordes of...
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy.
Underground again?
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant some years ago in New Eden Town.
Pennington the jailer. Do you speak of Deborah? What did he do?
I was away from New Eden Town at the time. Rumours said she was a witch, I later heard. And so too did the captain. The court agreed. Who knows what urges drove the captain then? He is a secretive man, and all...
We should...
Then it's agreed. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
An innocent woman jailed.
It's barbaric. An officer must be just. Or else it all unravels.
Helen is right. The truth lies down there, somewhere. I suspect Deborah is at it again.
Fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you.
Perhaps there's a key. A store. Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right place? Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking.
Spectral traces around his bed. Rebecca, I presume.
I wonder, was he happy to see her? He's organised.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store. Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him a lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
Stuff, look.
Now, my friend.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now.
Ah, the visits in your sleep.
Yes, the visits in my sleep. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares, She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr.
You know where to find me.
Ingersoll's store in the blacksmith. Noted.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
'Tis no rant, woman. Pennington's backbone is gone, and we're all
Wiping
suffering.
the slate clean and moving on.
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Respect. Helen Priest sets out into the wilds in search of our salvation while the captain rots in his office. To respect. What do you do?
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
I mean, as wolf pelts go, it's pretty, but I've more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short of wolf.
You American? Wait.
I'd sell sunshine to the Spanish, but that is not the problem. We've more than enough wolf. Bring
Banisher?
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your visit.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room. A vivid, the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hargrave gave me my freedom.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New...
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mute.
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its... She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work.
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller. Not to find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the hunt. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself six...
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it...
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and... a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending. Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You are the tie that holds this ghost here.
No! Leave him be!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No. But I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand. I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
What's this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him?
Because no one else will.
Ready for another ride? Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you.
Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope. Wasn't I always?
Your funeral!
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
You trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. She definitely will. These body parts scream manifest my spectre.
My voice commands you! Unveil!
Another insight. I can help. Spectre, going for a meat suit. This isn't over yet. They never learn, do they?
There's more of them.
That Spectre's looking for a body.
I summon you now!
Think you could take on a ghost?
I used to coat my wood on one hand. Something's concealed.
Blocked. I hope there's another way in.
Back down to hell!
I love doing that.
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark tunnels,
You sure you want to come?
I must.
What shall
The rage, they trusted him. I doubt they can be placated.
we must press on?
Stay clear. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade.
Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with. Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
I'm picking up something spectral nearby.
Spirits of these soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way cart upon cart rows to the surface, piled high with ore.
What's over here?
More tunnels blocked off. More death in the dark.
Voices from the dead ripple here.
I told Gray the tunnels were hellish hot. But Wilson says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pay. That sounds nasty. You all right?
Won't fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich.
There's a strong spectral presence down there.
A lot of us died down here.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
Call on me.
Watch your step.
Try this on for size.
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say we push past the blockade. Follow me, please.
Go then. A malignant will is placed upon this, just like the one we found earlier.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location. Enough powder to kill us all.
Enough powder to kill you, you mean?
Aye. Enough powder to kill me too.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
Are they expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. We knew they'd die and tried to fight. We had to keep them from infecting the rest.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for wanting to make it home alive.
We play games as we wait to die. Why would Pennington cut off the food?
He decided we weren't worth saving. Damn him to hell for it.
Reason enough for a Spectre to rage. Press on.
The living quarters are ahead, if you insist.
He brought more friends.
This miner was shot. Was there a mutiny?
Us. We failed.
Why did you not mention this before?
My heartfelt apologies. I suppose the memory was just too painful.
What is that?
This is no ordinary Spectre, that's for sure.
Perhaps in our pain, screaming to be free, and need change.
More importantly, how do we break them?
I see a weak link.
Whatever's down here, they're not like that.
Get lost, won't you?
Reinforcements!
Feet on the ground. That one is shielded.
Time for me to shine.
Shift your balance.
How
To me!
Try this on for size.
Red, look at this.
The words of a ghost may resonate here. What does that mark mean?
I've seen it in books. Necromancy. Corpse raising, spirit control, that kind of thing.
Ever heard of a ghost able to raise the dead and control them?
I thought they were myths. Perhaps I was wrong. But we do our work. Come on, let's break these chains.
They told us to stay put for a few days, and we listened. When days turned to weeks, we made do. Now food's running low, and they've bolted the doors. We must act now, before it's too late.
Why were these galleries walled up?
I don't know. The walls were there when we got here. As if our predecessors had a reason for blocking it all.
Go then.
We lost some galleries to flooding. Perhaps we got the sickness from the water.
right here, you know.
Bastard!
Don't fret. We're coming for you.
This creature, I don't think I'm ready to face it. Turn back.
Why?
I don't know. I thought maybe it shook me. See whatever is down there.
Pennington thought everything was fine. Really?
He lied. He manipulated them all. He must face justice.
We want proof.
What more do you need? The captain must pay.
I sense the fragment of a ghost's voice.
Lay down your weapon, Prospector, and stand away. I'll not say it twice.
Hear me! I'm not your foe!
Obey the order. Put the pickaxe down.
Your uniform won't protect your son. Your officer will bury us all! He'll bury us all!
He'll bury us all. He meaning Pennington, right?
Who else?
Watch out! Spectre possession! Sebastian, what is this place?
It's nothing. It's only... The people were angry. And for good reason.
Rebel camp.
They change the guard when they bring the food. The old ones scarper while the new ones are still busy with the victuals. While they have their hands full, we take them.
All right, Sebastian, fess up. What's going on?
What matters is that Pennington must pay. There is nothing else.
Weapons, sabotage plans? Just how bad was the revolt?
Not as bad as Pennington burying us all alive.
That's no answer.
What's this? A black market shopping list.
Can't be. We had few rations. Many starved.
Sebastian Priest, in the mine you were to tend to the sick. Instead, you afflicted them.
What? No. This is a heinous lie. I gave my life for it.
You turned into a tyrant until revolt emerged among the exhausted survivors.
They must have gone mad down in the dark. Their rage found a target in me, the captain's man. I died innocent. I died a hero.
You're a murdering coward. Blame Pennington all you want. We know 'tis a lie.
I didn't. I never did that. It's not me. It's all a lie. I love Helen with all my heart. Pennington must be. You must make Pennington pay for his crimes.
You'll not get away with this, Sebastian. Come back here, you coward!
I don't think he's coming back.
Path is clear.
We go deeper. I can't believe Sebastian lied to us all. To Helen.
Is this why the creature is angry? That would be.
Perhaps. Sebastian wants Pennington to be punished at all costs, and I'm not sure why.
Still impressive. Christ, where are we now?
Miners, left to die in sickness and starvation. Helen was right. This was an atrocity. But she blamed the wrong man.
1, 2, shite. I lost count there. Oh, there! Oh! God, why have you forsaken me?
A lot of men were locked in here.
Left to the pit, only restrained by the fear of falling. Go then. The sight of them makes me wonder if their resistance was even worth it in the end.
They're standing amidst their bodies with nothing but silence.
That body. These must be Sebastian's remains.
Curious. The priest said he was the last to die. Said he shot himself and hope ran out. Someone stove this fella's head in with a pike. This was no romantic suicide. This was bloody murder. Plus, there's no ghost tie. And look, the mark from before.
No ghost tie. So why did he not pale and become a spectre like the rest?
Sebastian told Helen a story. His prominent chest wound was part of it. But it's a fiction. He spun her a lie.
I'm starting to doubt the lieutenant's ghost. I think it's an effigy of Sebastian sent to get close to Helen. Maybe even to Pennington. Not a spectre. Something more elaborate. But what? And why? Sebastian is a doll, stuffed with stolen memory, made by whatever lurks down here.
It's leeching Helen's essence. We must tell her.
Whatever about Helen. First we need to find the doll maker. This isn't over yet. That specter's looking for a body. We'll soon be out. Together.
The little boy in me would appreciate you staying close. I know the stink has long since gone, but I swear I smell it anyway.
We're getting close.
I need to stop at some point.
They left me here to rot. They'll not have me.